technical difficulties. Sorry about that. The camera turned off by itself. So I'm just gonna make that a part one, but I'm still in the same verse, stuff like that. So let's continue this. I'm gonna try not to make this a long video. You see what I'm saying? But gotta get the message out, man. So sorry about that. The camera cut off. You know what I'm saying? I had to go check my storage to make sure I got enough storage. I still got damn near 10 gigabytes left. So I don't know, man. That's the devil trying to play games. But anyway, let's continue where we left off. But Israel, this is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 15. But Israel soon became fat and unruly. The people grew heavy, plump, and stuffed. Then they abandoned the God who made them. They made light of the rock of their salvation. Basically what it's saying is, after these people made it through their tough time, they basically started to mock the same foods and the same God that helped them get through that time. They started mocking the food that they were eating. Like, you know, for example, like how you be in poverty, or not necessarily, I mean, you could say that you be in poverty, or let's just say you wait on your next paycheck, which is still technically like poverty. You live a paycheck to paycheck, right? And you wait on your next paycheck. So until your next paycheck come, your next paycheck come in 2-3 days, right? But until 2-3 days from now, you eat noodles, you know, you eat little Vienna sausages. This is an example. You see what I'm saying? You eat Pop-Tarts and shit like that. But then, once your paycheck come, you ain't got to eat that no more. You know what I'm saying? You pay your bills, you do what you got to do, and then what's left over, you go buy your food. Now you ain't got to eat that stuff. Now you got a choice. Now you could buy better food, right? So now, once they did that, they started mocking and laughing the ramen noodles and the Pop-Tarts and the Vienna sausages, but those was just the same things that they just used to survive, to get them to get them through the days so they could see their next paycheck. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what they're saying. They started mocking the same foods and the same God that helped them get through their tough time. And this is what's going on right now. The same people who went through a struggle, they laughing at other people who going through the struggle that they just went through. You see? Okay, let's continue. I gotta read that again. But Israel soon became fat and unruly. The people grew heavy, plump, and stuffed. Then they abandoned the God who had made them. They made light of the rock. Made light meaning they made fun of the rock, which is the rock is where they got their honey and their olive oil from. They made fun of that, like, oh man, look at this shit. We used to eat this shit. But remember, if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't even be fat and plump, right? They made light of the rock of their salvation. They stirred up his jealousy by worshiping foreign gods. They provoked his fury with detestable deeds. They offered sacrifices to demons, which are not God, to gods they had not known before, to new gods only recently arrived, to gods their ancestors had never feared. You neglected the rock who had fathered you. You forgot the God who had given you birth. So basically, same thing. They laughing at people who going through the same struggle as them. They laughing at the same foods and laughing at the same God that just helped them. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how it is in real life. You know, motherfuckers don't never pray to God, never. But when their car break down, oh my God, please help me. They about to lose their house. Now they finna be homeless. Oh my God, please help me. Somebody died in their family. Oh my God, this and that. Now they want to pray when they're on their deathbed. You see what I'm saying? But when they doing good and stable, they abandon God. They doing all type of wicked shit. That's what's good. God said right now. Same thing, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was with you the whole time, but then now you get to a different tax bracket, you abandon the same motherfucker you was just with. Motherfuckers do that. This is a fact. Let's go to the next page. This is chapter 32, verse 9. This is Deuteronomy. The Lord saw this and drew back. Same thing I did. I saw the truth and I drew back. Provoked to anger by his own sons and daughters, he said, I will abandon them and see what becomes of them, for they are a twisted generation, children without integrity. What's going on right now? What's going on right now? A lot of people being born in this world with no parents. Their parents either died from drugs or strung out, homeless, dead. You know what I'm saying? In gang activity, or not even necessarily in gang activity, they just chose their career over their own family. They chose a man or a woman over their own family. You see what I'm saying? And this generation grew up twisted and without integrity. And if you look at what's going on right now, look at all the killing that's going on. Motherfuckers scamming motherfuckers and doing all this shit. They don't have integrity. Motherfuckers quick to turn their back on somebody that they was just best friends with, you know what I'm saying, a year or two ago, 30 days ago, you know what I'm saying, yesterday, last hour. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on right now, right? Children without integrity, they have roused my jealousy by worshiping things that are not God. They have provoked my anger with their useless idols. Now I will rouse their jealousy through people who are not even a people. I will provoke their anger through the foolish Gentiles. For my anger blazes forth like fire and burns to the depths of the grave. It devours the earth and all its crops and ignites the foundations of the mountains. I will heap disasters upon them and shoot them down with my arrows. It will weaken them with famine, burning fear, and deadly disease. What's going on? People being shot down in the hood. People living in poverty. People dying from sickness, cancer, disease, diabetes, COVID-19, clot, monkeypox, Ebola, all that shit. Right? Okay, right. I will shoot them down with my arrows. I will weaken them with famine, burning fear, and deadly disease. I will send the fangs of wild beasts and poisonous snakes that glide in the dust. Outside the sword will bring death, and inside terror will strike both young men and young women, both infants and the aged. I will have annihilated them, wiping them out, even the memory of them. But I fear the taunt of Israel's enemy, who might misunderstand and say, our own power has triumphed. The Lord had nothing to do with this. Basically saying, like, it's kind of like the same thing that goes on in Chicago, where somebody get killed and some goofies claim the murder. They ain't had nothing to do with nothing. They just want to look cool and say they had something to do with something. That's the same thing they saying, that that's why God didn't want to attack Israel like that, because Israel enemies would have thought that it was their own power and own doing that did this. It wasn't God. It was us who did it. That's why the Lord didn't attack Israel that way, because he knew other people who are foolish and dumb and slow, you know what I'm saying, they was going to think that they did this, that they spiritual power had something to do with this, but it's really God. You see what I'm saying? Who might misunderstand and say our own power has triumphed. The Lord had nothing to do with this. But Israel is a senseless nation. The people are foolish without understanding. That is true. Like, look at the people that you see around nowadays. You got some people out here that got some wisdom, but it's way more foolish people without understanding. That's why people be so quick to say something stupid out of their mouth. That's why people be so quick to just judge and say something without actually doing their research. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing, because they're dumb, they're foolish, they don't have understanding. They don't understand what, like, certain action, every action has a consequence and all that type of stuff. Like, they don't understand that. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on in real life, man. It's actually pretty insane. But let's continue. But Israel is a senseless nation. The people are foolish without understanding. Oh, that they were wise and could understand this. Oh, that they might know their fate. How could one person chase 1,000 of them and two people put 10,000 to flight? Unless their rock had sold them, unless the Lord had given them up. But the rock of our enemies is not like our rock, as even they recognize. Their vines grow from the vine of Sodom, from the vineyards of Gomorrah. Their grapes are poisoned and their clusters are bitter. Their wine is venom. Their vine is venom of serpents, the deadly poison of cobras. The Lord says, am I not storing up these things? The Lord says, I am not storing up these things, sealing them away in my treasury. I will take revenge. I will pay them back in due time. Their feet will slip, their day of disaster will arrive. And that's true. All your enemies, my enemies, people who went against me and all that type of stuff, they about to fall. They're about to fall and slip. This is real. And it's even telling you this in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Their day of disaster will arrive. Like my grandma used to say, every dog has his day. And their destiny will overtake them. Indeed, the Lord will give justice to his people, and he will change his mind about his servants. When he sees their strength is gone, and no one is left slave or free, then he will ask, where are their gods? The rocks they fled to for refuge. Where now are those gods who ate the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their offerings? Let those gods arise and help you. Let them provide you with shelter. Look now, I myself am he. There is no other God but me. I am the one who kills and gives life. This is in the Bible. So that goes to show you that Jesus is not a punk. Jesus was never a punk. Jesus is coming back to kill and destroy his enemies. You see what I'm saying? Not the chosen, but to kill and destroy his enemies. His enemies are these demons. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, this shit starting to glitch. Like, the devil getting mad. He like, oh yeah, he breaking this shit down. Alright, man, I ain't trying to make this too long, but bro, this shit is deep, man. This shit is deep. Alright, let's go. We still on Deuteronomy chapter 32. This is verse 39. I am the one who wounds and heals. No one can be rescued from my powerful hand. Now I raise my hand to heaven and declare, as surely as I live, when I sharpen my flashing sword and begin to carry out justice, I will take revenge on my enemies and repay those who reject me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword will devour flesh. The blood of the slaughtered and the captives and the heads of the enemy leaders. Rejoice with him, you heavens, and let all of God's angels worship him. Rejoice with his people, you Gentiles, and let all of the angels be strengthened in him, for he will avenge the blood of his children. He will take revenge against his enemies, which is a fact, which is happening now. A lot of people who went against God, God is about to go against them, if he has not already gone against them, which he has. Okay, now this is me entering the part that I wanted to get into originally, but let's get to it. It's Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 43. He will repay those who hate him and cleanse his people's land. And what's going on right now? A lot of people who hate God, they dying. They just dying. You got to kill off all these evil spirits so we can cleanse the land and evolve how humanity is supposed to evolve. So Moses came with Joshua, son of Nun, and recited all of the words of this song to the people. When Moses had finished reciting all these words to the people of Israel, he added, take the heart of all the words of warning I've given you today, pass them on as a command to your children, so they will obey every word of these instructions. These instructions are not empty words. They are your life. By obeying them, you will enjoy a long life in the land you will occupy when you cross the Jordan River. All right, next verse, verse 48. Moses' death foretold. Oh, snap, okay. Hold on, like I said, it's kind of windy, so the pages is kind of fluttering, so kind of excuse me on that. But let's get it though. Yeah, hold on. See, yeah, the pages is fluttering and whatnot. Okay, so Moses' death foretold. That same day the Lord said to Moses, go to Moab, to the mountains east of the river, and climb Mount Nebo, which is across from Jericho. Look out across the land of Canaan, the land I am giving to the people of Israel as their own special possession. Then you will die there on the mountain. You will join your ancestors, just as Aaron, your brother, died on Mount Hor, and join his ancestors, for both of you betrayed me with the Israelites at the waters of Meribah at Kadesh. So even Moses betrayed God. You see what I'm saying? With the Israelites. You see? In the wilderness of Zin, you failed to demonstrate my holiness to the people of Israel there. So you will see the land from a distance, but you may not enter the land I am giving to the people of Israel. Moses blesses the people. This is Deuteronomy chapter 33. This is the blessing that Moses, the man of God, gave to the people of Israel before his death. The Lord came from Mount Sinai and dawned upon us from Mount Seir. He sown forth Mount Paran and came from Meribah Kadesh with flaming fire at his right hand. Indeed, he loves his people. All his holy ones are in his hands. They follow in his steps and accept his teaching. Moses gave us the Lord's instruction, the special possession of people of Israel. The Lord became king in Israel. When the leaders of the people assembled, when the tribes of Israel gathered as one, Moses said this about the tribe of Reuben: let the tribe of Reuben live and not die out, though they are in few number. Basically meaning the tribe of Reuben, they wasn't a big tribe, they were just a small tribe, but he wanted them to live out the rest of their days. Moses said this about the tribe of Judah. This is the key part I want to get into. O Lord, hear the cry of Judah and bring them together as a people. Give them strength to defend their cause. Help them against their enemies. Because tribe of Judah, this tribe I'm from, the tribe of Judah is the biggest tribe. You see what I'm saying? Which is melanated people, which everybody within the Bible was melanated, but it's the chosen tribe of God. And look at what's going on. They was being attacked back then in the Bible, but look what's going on right now in real life. You know, even though the tribe of Judah and the rest of the tribe of Judah and the other 11 tribes, lost tribes, you see they have fallen, but you see Judah is still being attacked. And not only we being attacked by other people, we attacking each other. You see what I'm saying? That's why Moses say, "Oh Lord, hear the cry of Judah and bring them together as a people. Give them strength to defend their cause." And look at what's going on right now. Black people is the most segregated people in the world, the tribe of Judah. And we still trying to bring each other together till this day. Right? And not only we attacking each other, we getting attacked by our enemies. You see? Give them strength to defend their cause and help them against their enemies. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I want to end it at for right now. And yeah, that's what's going on. So everything I just read to you in those Bible verses and in the book of Deuteronomy, it literally has played out over and over again multiple times, and it's currently happening right now. You see what I'm saying? That's why they say those who are not aware of their history, they are doomed to repeat it. You see what I'm saying? So basically what that means is, if you don't really know what happened in your history, you're doomed to repeat it, because you might just follow in the footsteps of your ancestors and not even know that you even following those footsteps, and not even know that other people did that before you and a certain outcome happened, and the same shit gonna happen to you because you're unaware. You see what I'm saying? Without understanding. You see? So that was actually deep. You see what I'm saying? That actually spoke to my spirit, because I can recognize the similarities are from what happened back in the day in the Bible to the latter times, aka the modern age right now. I can see, like I see this happening all the time, man. It's insane. But wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan. Fuck all his minions. Gang, man. Don't get stepped on for Jesus Christ.